Once safely aboard, the giant fish is immediately dispatched and bled to preserve the meat's premium quality. The harsh reality of this ancient trade is laid bare as the deck runs red. The crew works with grim efficiency, utilizing thick ropes to secure the heavy tail. Despite the grueling nature of the task, there is a profound respect for the ocean's massive creatures. Every step of this midnight harvest is executed with precision, ensuring the ultimate value of their hard work.
Don't slip. Almost there, watch the turn. All right, hold it steady now. It's taut. Looks good, Cap. Secured. All right, pull that slack tight and secure the line. We're almost packed up here.
The relentless pulling of the massive green trawling net demands the unified strength of the entire deck crew. Working against the heavy roll of the ship, they hold a thick, waterlogged mesh, inch by inch, over the slippery metal rails. The sheer friction of the wet netting against the deck creates a loud, distinctive scraping sound. This grueling, repetitive labor forms the very backbone of the commercial fishing industry, testing the endurance of every single sailor on the vessel.
Watch the swing on the starboard side. Go. Hoist it steady, bring it around. This knot here is loose. All right, let's tighten it up before we drop it back down.
Inside the processing factory, a steady stream of fresh silver cod slides rapidly down a perforated stainless steel chute. The automated system perfectly aligns each fish before they drop into the mechanical processing bays. The gleaming machinery operates with ruthless speed, separating the catch with precision. Bright lights reflect off the wet, metallic surfaces, creating a highly sterile environment. This advanced engineering ensures that nothing of the precious catch goes to waste. A high-pressure washing system blasts the processed fish, creating a thick mist that fills the enclosed mechanical chamber. The powerful jets of chilled water ensure that every piece meets the absolute highest standards of hygiene before packing. Behind the foggy glass, the continuous movement of the conveyor belt carries the clean fillets toward the freezing stations. It is a highly mechanized ballet of water, metal, and food science, functioning flawlessly in the heart of the ocean. Workers equipped with thick blue rubber gloves carefully arrange the cleaned fish onto specialized plastic freezing trays. They move with incredible dexterity, maximizing the limited space within each rectangular container. A protective white sheet is placed gently over the organized catch to prevent severe freezer burn. The rapid, synchronized motions of the packers ensure the conveyor belt never jams. Every second counts when attempting to lock in the ultimate freshness of the sea. The towering crane groans under the immense weight of the newly secured catch, slowly lifting the massive tuna skyward. Against the backdrop of the endless blue ocean, the silver and black scales of the fish gleam brilliantly in the afternoon sun. The crew watches closely, guiding the heavy cables to prevent the swinging cargo from damaging the boat's infrastructure. Hoisting such a heavy predator requires extreme caution, as the swinging weight can easily crush anything in its path.
Watch the line, it's speeding up. Got it, sending these over now.
Far out on the horizon, the tranquil ocean masks the fierce activity happening on the decks of the fleet. The water is a deep,
11,
hypnotic
check the
blue, disturbed only by the occasional
Looks good,
flock
send
of
it through.
diving seabirds searching for scraps. On board, the fishermen prepare their long lines, meticulously checking every heavy hook and thick steel leader. The silence of the open sea is a stark contrast to the impending chaos of the harvest. Here, patience and meticulous preparation are the ultimate virtues. The enormous purse-seine net creates an impenetrable wall in the deep water, marked by a bright string of orange and yellow buoys. As the winch pulls the bottom of the net closed, the trapped school of tuna realizes its predicament. The surface begins to boil as hundreds of massive fish surge in a panicked frenzy. The immense pressure threatens to tear the heavy mesh apart, but the modern synthetic fibers hold incredibly strong. It is a breathtaking display of raw, natural desperation. With the net pulled tight alongside the hull, the true magnitude of the harvest is finally revealed. The water is a chaotic, churning mass of silver fins and powerful tails slapping the surface. The fishermen must brace themselves against the violent shaking of the boat, caused by the trapped school. Using giant mechanical scoops, they begin the exhausting process of transferring the massive tuna onto the ship. It is an overwhelming sight, showcasing the ocean's astonishing abundance. In the freezing preparation room, a highly skilled worker carefully trims the excess fat and bone from the giant tuna fillet. Utilizing a specialized, razor-sharp knife, he makes clean, sweeping cuts that require decades of practice to master. The deep, crimson color of the meat is visually stunning, representing the absolute highest tier of gourmet seafood. This precise, quiet butchery is an art form unto itself, fundamentally different from the loud, brute force of the initial catch.
Cast, quickly! Pull, it's a big one. We need more space over here.
The discarded tuna heads and heavy bones are swiftly sent down a specialized chute toward the heavy-duty grinding machine. Massive steel gears and jagged blades rotate relentlessly, crushing the thick biological waste into fine pieces. This brutal but necessary step ensures that the ship maximizes storage space and properly manages the heavy refuse. The deafening crunch of the grinder echoes throughout the lower decks, a stark reminder of the intense industrial reality of the vessel.
Absolutely massive. What a haul! We'll be eating well tonight, sisters.
Standing at the slippery edge of the deck, a worker uses a long metal gaff to pull a struggling fish from the dark waves. The ocean spray coats his yellow rain gear as he wrestles with the heavy, uncooperative weight. The water below is dark and foreboding, hiding the true depth of the marine environment. With a sharp, synchronized heave, the fish is successfully dragged over the metal railing. It is a dangerous, physically demanding task that requires absolute focus and raw strength.
Everyone together now. We've almost got it up.
All right, heave!
Pull together now. Keep it coming.
Pull! Heave!
Keep it tight on the left. We're almost there. Keep pulling.
Bring it in now. Watch the swing. Okay, lowering it down. Clear the deck. Move it.
Together now. 1, 2, pull!
The automated sorting line vibrates constantly as thousands of small, silverfish are transported across the gridded metal tracks. The ingenious design of the machinery allows smaller debris and water to fall through, leaving only the perfect catch on top. The hypnotic, continuous flow of the processing line showcases the incredible efficiency of modern maritime engineering. The crew simply monitors the swift mechanical process, intervening only when the automated system requires clearing.
Okay, bring it up slowly. Watch the net on the left. Almost there, keep it steady. Easy on the tension, slow it down. There's a monster down there, keep it steady. All right, hold it right there, prepare to lift.
As the massive electric winch is engaged, a thick steel cable snaps entirely taut, vibrating under the extreme tension of the ocean depths. The crew steps back carefully, knowing the incredible danger of a snapping line. Slowly, the dark silhouette of an absolute monster rises from the abyss. The water turns into a violent, frothing mess as the giant predator breaches the surface, fighting the hook. The sheer mechanical power required to drag this beast upward is truly mind-boggling. With the massive fish finally resting on the deck, the exhausted crew quickly moves to secure the wildly thrashing tail. Thick, heavy ropes are tied in complex, unbreakable knots to prevent the animal from causing severe injuries. The deck is slick with seawater and the harsh remnants of the brutal struggle. The physical exhaustion of the fishermen is deeply evident, yet they cannot stop until the cargo is safe. Every successful catch is a hard-fought victory against the ruthless sea. The cold storage facility is lined with thick, frosted pipes that keep the precious cargo at optimally sub-zero temperatures. Workers bundled in heavy thermal gear move carefully across the icy, graded floor, pushing large carts filled with processed fish. The air is so incredibly cold that every breath creates a thick cloud of white vapor. This freezing environment is absolutely critical to preserving the global supply chain, locking in the quality of the seafood for months to come. The fierce competition among the feeding tuna causes the ocean's surface to practically explode with frantic energy. The fishermen stand incredibly close to the chaotic frenzy, completely drenched by the heavy, continuous splashing. They rely purely on muscle memory and sheer adrenaline to maintain the blistering pace of the harvest. In just a few chaotic minutes, the entire deck is completely covered with the gleaming, silver bodies of the catch, representing an incredibly lucrative day. As the heavy catch is processed, workers skillfully separate the valuable tuna roe and organs into specific white containers. Nothing is wasted in this highly efficient maritime operation. Every single part of the majestic fish holds immense commercial value. The pristine, brightly lit environment of the processing room stands in total contrast to the dark, violent reality of the ocean outside. This careful organization guarantees maximum profitability for the exhausted crew members. Deep in the night, the powerful spotlights of the vessel cast an eerie, glowing circle on the pitch-black water. A single fisherman, fighting exhaustion, battles a massive shadow lurking just beneath the surface. The heavy fishing line cuts through the water, creating a sharp, hissing sound as the unseen beast dives aggressively deeper. The dramatic isolation of night fishing amplifies the intense danger and profound thrill of hunting the ocean's most powerful, elusive apex predators. With the final, massive hull safely stored below deck, the sturdy ship turns its bow toward the distant home port. The bloody, exhausted deck is rigorously scrubbed clean, erasing the intense chaos of the past several days. The weary crew finally takes a well-deserved moment of rest as the vessel glides smoothly over the calm, morning waves. The successful expedition is a true testament to human endurance, modern engineering, and the timeless, unforgiving power of the open ocean.